Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe my PowerPoint? Okay. It's a great pleasure to be here to participate in this event in Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance. It's my great pleasure. So the organizer provides a very wide range of topics which covers, and in a short time, for me, it's impossible to try to discover all the issues. So here, I would like to raise an example which links the globalization, China and Europe together, and try to show the implications either for the China and also for the EU. This one? Okay, sorry. Okay. As everybody knows, China is benefited a lot from the globalization process, especially after joining the WTO. The China's trade volume increased dramatically. From this graphic, we can see this dramatic increase for the Chinese trade volume. Either for the import and for the export is increased in a rapid space since the start of this century. And we have also a similar graphic for the China-EU trade, as just showed by the professor previously, that the China-EU trade is also in a similar trends as the China's whole trade volume. And we can see that in the latest 20 years, the Chinese share in EU's import is increased from 6% in the early of the century to the close to the 20% in the 2010. And at the same time, we can see the US share in the EU's import is decreasing. And this graphic shows the Chinese share in the EU's export is also increasing, and especially after the financial crisis. So since the 2008, the speed grows faster than before. And at the same time, we also can see the US share in the EU's export is also decreasing. And in the latest 10 years, the Chinese share in the EU's export increased from less than 3% to close to 9% of the EU's export. And at the same time, US share in the EU's export decreased from 25, 26, from 27, 28 to the less than 20%. And this graphic shows the comparison, sharp comparison between the EU trade with US and EU trade with China. So we can see the tendency that the Chinese trade volume is consistently increased. So 2009, that was special because of the financial crisis. And after that, we can see even during the European debt crisis, the Chinese trade volume with Europe is still growing, either for the export and also for the import. And slowly, we came to a point that China will soon become the EU's biggest trading partner. And according to the estimation, in the next 10 years, China would be the EU's biggest export market. So that means the interdependence between China and Europe are going deeper and deeper. In China, we used to say that Europe is the biggest Chinese trading partner, Europe is China's biggest export market, and Europe is also the biggest technology resources. But this year, or maybe for next year, soon we will face another situation that China is also becomes the EU's biggest trading partner. So what does it mean? That means the bilateral trade relations are developed rapidly in the background of the globalization. And also we not only see the Chinese export to China is growing, but also the EU's export to China is also growing. Although we have the trade imbalance, but we can see an example from Germany that in the latest 2 years, so China has a deficit, trade deficit with Germany. In 2010, we have $6 million trade deficit, and in the 2011, so last year, we have 1.6 billion, US dollar trade deficit. So that means if we're talking about the trade imbalance, it's a two-way things. So not only we export, we also need the supply. So what the partner could provide. So Germany is a very good example. So two things. One is the partner could provide the competitive products, and the second is the partner would like to provide the products. So now we are slowly in a new phase. It's also along with the globalization. So China is facing the challenges. So as I already said, that China benefited a lot from the globalization, but still we are facing the challenges. After the financial crisis, and also then the coming European debt crisis, it is a fact for China that the export-driven growth model is not so reliable for the Chinese economic development. So we need to have a shift from the export-driven and investment-driven growth model to the stimulating the domestic consumption. So this is a big challenge for China. And also we have another challenge, how to we shift from the industrial economy to the knowledge-based economy. So in this new phase, we can see that we found a lot of opportunities for either for China and also for EU, especially for the EU-China cooperation. So when the Europeans' design meets the Chinese production, when the Europeans' technology meets the Chinese market, and also when EU's expertise meets the Chinese social and economic development, these all means huge opportunities for the EU-China cooperation, further cooperation. So the main point is when China, or when and how EU catches the Chinese fast train. So maybe in the past months, in April, we can see a lot of high-level Chinese leaders coming visit Europe. We have the Premier Wen, and also we have the Deputy Premier Li Keqiang, and also we have the other high-level figures in Brussels and also in Europe. That means China shows much more attention to Europe. And during Premier Li Keqiang's visit in Brussels, he opens the platform for the EU-China urbanization cooperation. So this is a very good start for the further, because we now we are slowly in a rapid process of the urbanization, which means a lot of expertise, which not only means the huge potential market, but also the expertise. So this is a new field for the bilateral cooperation. And also we have the other fields for the cooperation, like the energy, the food safety, environment, and clean technology, etc. So the question is for the both sides of politicians how to establish a true strategy for the long-term cooperation. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Professor Pen.